intended for that to go a lot further, but I may have to drop down in size on the billet here. Just kind of thinking it through. We got a high spot right over in here. I got to bring this edge up over here to get it. You see, this is much glassier. Much more heat treated, this area up here. Try and drive one back over in here. Got my edge way down here, and to bring it up I'm going to lose a lot of width, so I'm trying to find other ways to get this mass off without having to do that. Now if I can just drive it over in that direction right there. That worked pretty well. Might get another one in there. I'd like for it to go right up in that area right there. Didn't go quite as far as I want it, but we got part of that mass. Now we'll be able to turn this, and we won't have to turn as much, and hopefully get that. On this one, because the mass is over here, I don't want to strike into the stone. I'm not trying to drive it over here. I want to strike down, and it'll actually curve and roll right over that if I do it properly. So let's give that a try. Okay, you can see how that kind of curved and went right around there. Now we got to do it one more time. There we go. So we got that thick area off there, and now let's see. Now you can see this thing is we've got most of our mass on this face over here. What I really need to do is start driving some flakes across this thing. So I'm going to have to set up some pretty good platforms to do that with. Like I said, I'm used to the dacite, and this is a little bit different. That's one of the problems when you switch materials, something that's as different from dacite as this stuff is. It's a little tricky. Now probably should have practiced before making this video, but it's just the way it is. Okay, so we got a nice thinning flake over there. Put that one back on. And what that does is, by taking a small flake off here, we'll have our next ridge right over in this area. Hopefully we can get it to run over about to there. Because that just, those kind of flakes there just really thin everything nicely. That edge is pretty sharp. I don't want to hit it without abrading it a little bit. The edge is too thin in order to take a flake off. We've got to thicken that edge up a little bit, but not too thick. Thicken it up and isolate it. A small one off over here to kind of straighten that out. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Tempted to try the wood. I don't want it to fail though. There's the platform. It's pretty well isolated. It's kind of broad, but I want the flake ideally to travel over into here. So I'll give this thing a try here. Okay. Went right over into here. Not bad. Now I think we'll set one up to try and meet that one over up into here. And then I'll probably work this thing down a little bit. I don't want to waste all this video on the earlier stages. And we'll show you a little bit of the final stages here, or closer to the final stages. And I can see that's, as you look at that, it's just down there too far. The flake's going to be really shallow and it probably won't go anywhere. So what I'll do, a lot of times I'll just make this little correction here. Just bring that edge up just a little bit so we get a little bit thicker flake. Isolate it pretty well. Okay, I think that looks a little better. Now I'll try and drive one and have it to go meet up with that other one there. Alright, if you don't release after a couple hits like that, you have to take some corrective action. Finally went. I went clear over into here, so that was a good one. Now we've got a ridge set up over here. And that'll be our last flake for a while. I'll go ahead and work it down and we'll show you the latter stages, because it's basically more of the same. It's going to take a lot longer to get there. Alright, trying to drive it right back up into here. I'm going to use this wood billet.